You may think that 32 gigs of RAM is enough, but is it really? Not for her. With the amount of Chrome tabs she has open at a time, 32 gigs was not enough, so we ended up deciding to go down the rabbit hole of refreshing her PC. This is our best friend B. So we are building her a new system, and obviously this is our channel, Levy Tech. We're a couple of tech weirdos that we just wanted to have some fun reviewing tech, talking about tech, and building PCs, and have an outlet for that. So we're going through parts. First part is the AMD 7900X 12-core CPU. She currently has a 3900X, but it is a little older and her computer has been a little buggy, a little weird recently, and so we're just like, you know what, it's time for a refresh. So we're going with the AMD 7900X.
It's been haunted. Paired
with the AMD 650 Aorus Elite AX Ice. She really loves white. She wanted a full white custom build. No real black on the PC. So she's getting a whole white motherboard. This was the reason why we went with one of the reasons why we went with AM5. The other reason was for 64 gigs of DDR5. We did want to get her a little bit more into the current generation of PC parts because she's still on DDR4, though so am I with my 14700K. Well. So we did want to future-proof hers a little bit just because, so.
Well, I needed more RAM, and DDR4 RAM, it's harder to find, but everybody's making new RAM for DDR5. So I was like, well, if I'm gonna get new RAM, I might as well do DDR5.
For cooling, we went with the Thermalright 360 AIO. So I have a Thermalright air cooler in one of my PCs. It is pretty awesome. It's really great. Gamers Nexus loves their air cooling. So we figured, you know what, for 50 some bucks on Black Friday, we would give this a try. We'll see how it lasts. We'll report back. But we needed enough cooling for the 7900X because that is a hot boy. So then for storage, we're going with a 1 terabyte inland SSD. This is the Micro Center in-house brand. We actually got this a long time ago for her. So it became a boot drive. And then we're taking the 500 gig drive out of her current computer, and we're gonna put that in as a secondary like documents and storage drive for like client projects and stuff. And then she has a 1 terabyte SATA SSD in her PC that is a gaming drive. So 1 terabyte SSD storage, it's gonna be pretty good. And then these are the fun part. So these are these like iColer, literally ICOLER fans, and they're basically the knockoff Lian Uni fans. So they connect together to make cable management so much easier. They are just like $40 for a pack of 3 comparatively to the $100 for a pack of 3 of the Lian ones. We got 2 3-packs because that's all we need. Then for the case, it's kind of hard to pick up, but you'll see it. It is the Lian O11 Vision Compact in white. And then we're taking the PSU out of her current PC, and the cable extensions and graphics card. So anyway, we're gonna get to building a PC. Come along, join along. I don't know how this is gonna go.
It's gonna be so much fun!
And we got thermal paste. We got Cryonaut thermal paste.
Not any thermal paste.
Cryonaut. It's like the best.
Yeah.
You need to sharpen this knife, by the way.
Can I put it like here?
Yeah, go for it. So part of the reason why I wanted this PC is, as you can see, we've got glass, and then there's mesh, in case my earlier take didn't work. So what this PC also comes with is an additional glass panel. So you can switch out the glass panel with the mesh panel, depending on if you want airflow more prioritized or display mode, as they call it. If we can get all of the fans properly done and the temps right, I want all glass.
So the ideal configuration that we're thinking is 360 mil up and down. So, and then 3 120s on the bottom, 2 120s on the back, and then glass.
And then, so yeah, as you can see, he was talking about the fans going in this back area, and that's where the radiator will go. It's built so that the radiator can go there, and it's got a little gasket thing so you can hide the cords more easily, and it looks really pretty. But the best part of this is that you look at it and it's all white. There's no black tinting on the glass. There's no black metal on the inside. It is all white.
Now we are going to build in this. All right, so here is the motherboard that we're working with. So it's mostly white and silver. That's the only downside, I guess. We're gonna take out all of these. We wanted a white motherboard because she really likes the whole white theme. So we went with a all white, basically, motherboard. Jazz hands.
Jazz hands.
You Archer fans will know that. It's within 30 days though, we can return it if you don't like it. That's like all silver.
I know, and that's what I said. I said it was really silver. I'll open the thermal paste.
Okay.
You want to hand it to me?
So I love my 3900X and now her 3900X, but I've always wanted just a little bit more performance. I know this isn't my PC, but we've got the 7900X, which is sick. I'm so stoked for this CPU, honestly. It's gonna be killer. This is where I need to be sponsored by iFixit.
Ooh, It's fun, okay.
Sweetheart, this is your new build. Okay, so here's the thing. This comes with a heatsink.
Oh.
So, do you mind blue?
Why did I just take this off then?
Well, I can take these screws off and take the heatsink off and take the drive out, and then we would put it on that.
Looks like we're sticking with blue, folks.
We're gonna stick with blue for right now because I don't know what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna try and figure out a way to get that off so that way we don't have to. Okay, now you can take the thing off. So the one thing I don't like about the new 7900, the new 7000 series, is simply that it has pins on the socket. That's not something that I like because I like the pins on the chip. I feel a lot more confident when I'm putting this down because with the chips on the pins on the chip, because if I accidentally drop too hard, I feel like I could break the pins. There's one thing I do not like about the new 7000 series, but I mean, I think we're good in there. And okay, that's secure.
Can I just drop it down?
Yeah. So there we go. 7900X is installed. The cream of the crop. The RAM. So this is the 64 gigs of 6000 megahertz T-Force Delta RGB. So 64 gigs is gonna be plenty for her for games, but we're hoping it's plenty for, yeah, basically. Okay, now remember, you gotta line it up with the middle line.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, set it. Oh, you missed. There you go. Okay. Okay, so basically now we have the CPU, the motherboard, all the stuff ready to go. And we're gonna go ahead and drop this into the case. I guess I actually do need to know if I need to use the stock cooler mounting brackets or not. So the Thermalright, I have wanted to try out their AIO. It's such an affordable price that it's like kind of hard to beat. You know, it's like one of those things where it's so great of a price that I don't want to try anything else, right? Like I'm like, okay, it seems like it's gonna be really good. What I'm doing right now is I'm just checking the cooler mounting to see if we need to use the stock brackets or if it comes attached. Yep, we're gonna need a new one. So we don't have, yeah. Okay.
Oh my gosh, it comes with all of these. No matter what height you want it at, you've got something.
I wanted to swap my build over to a 7900X or a 7950X, but my 14700K got RMA'd it to Intel, and they sent me back one, and it's fine. So for now,
I know, I saw it, and that's why I did it. And you were like, no.
well, so we're installing the standoff. That's why I was holding it down for a second.
So was I.
Got a screwdriver in there. We're gonna change batteries soon. You can do it at the end. I don't want thermal paste on your fingers while we're building. Okay, so brackets installed. We'll do the other thing when it's in there. And then put this somewhere. Hold on. Oh, it just pops off?
Yep.
Okay. So this is one thing that I do love about the Lee & Lee 011s is they have this swinging door. So I love that because you can put like SSDs on here, or fan controller hubs, or you name it, you can really put on there.
I also really like these Vision branded tie downs that they've got all over. I just think it looks really cool. It's a great way to brand it. As you can also see, we've got PC Master Race Lee & Lee branding here too. So they've done a really good job. Ooh, and that's magnetic as well. Yep. They've done a really good job with this case, and I'm obsessed with it.
I'm gonna take out one of these hard drive bays because we don't have any like 2.5 or 3.5 inch drives that's going in this PC. So I'm taking out at least this one because I want to open up more room for cable management, because we are going to be doing sleeved extensions, white ones. I want to be able to have more room for sleeved extensions. This is the 7900 Steel Legends ASRock GRE GPU that she has. So we're gonna go ahead and throw the motherboard in here. Can you grab me screws? So I didn't really talk about the motherboard and specifics about the motherboard that I like. So one of the things for creatives that we really need are fast USB plugs. So you've got the USB-C connection, USB 3.2, a lot of 3.2s, and then even more 3.2s. And then you've got a lot of other USBs, which is really nice because we need multiple USB plugs for a lot of stuff. It also has updated Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, so it's one of the top of the lines. And so that's one of the reasons why we went with this PC, or this motherboard specifically. Also because it was white, it happened to be a bonus, I think. I'm such an amateur when it comes to all this, even though I've built so many freaking PCs. Okay, so basically we've got everything in here now. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start wiring up cables. We're gonna put CPU cooler on, which means I need to take this off because we're going with the white or the glass. If you like this channel, please like it so we can get a studio and not be in our freaking dining room all. Okay. So.
Yeah.
What the heck? So that's there, and that's there. Okay. So.
Actually, not got one of those.
Okay, so here's the question: is do we keep these fans on and deal with all of these cables? What I'm thinking is we can just put 3 of those on there because we have 2 here. We have those 2 here, so we could put 3 of these fans onto here, 3 on the bottom, and then we can just not use these fans. We're taking off these Thermalright fans, and we're adding the iColler fans because we want a unified look. We want less cables. So these are the iColler fans. They have this little mirrored edge. They have this little like port, these connecting ports right here, and then they have some on this side that you slip them into. So basically you put it and then you slide them in. They're very cheap, so it doesn't always work, but There you go. So they connect like that. Okay, so we're doing.
Is it another stack of 3 or just 2?
Yes, stack of 3. Because then the stack of 2 that's right there is gonna go on the back side. So if these are intake, if it goes intake, so this will be exhaust. Bottom should be exhaust, right? Or intake for the graphics card. I don't have compressed air. You just want to
B
go to
said,
Micro
we're
Center.
going to Micro Center.
Thank you. Okay, sweetheart. So we've got your power supply gonna sit right here. So fun fact, you're gonna have black power supply bolts. Oh, so this is how you do it. So you put that in there, and then you put the fans on so we can screw it down. So we bought the reverse blade fans of these fans. I did not realize that these were not the reverse blades, or that I was gonna need reverse blades because we didn't have the case in when I ordered this. So we are gonna be swapping these ones out because this front part isn't the prettiest. Okay, now we've got to turn this thing through here. So let's do it like that. So I had it right. Those cables are they long enough? Yeah, they are. Barely. That is so crimpy. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna spread it. Thermal paste time. Now, y'all, don't judge my thermal paste application, please. I always go overkill because I'd rather have more than less. So that's literally all of that tube. This is where I'll need you to hold this, or actually, can you tighten those screws down? So you might have to like push down hard because it's gotta like, yeah. I think, does it catch? Yeah, it caught, I think. Here, let me do this side first before we screw that down too tight.
Is it going down?
I think so. Okay, that's good for right now. I don't like how crimped those are, but oh well. Now we cable manage. Or, yeah, I guess. That's probably true. So 2 slot card. All right, let's get this in here. Okay. We could actually run to Micro Center and get her a new set of cable extensions. Okay, so we are about to hit power on for the first time, just to see if everything boots. So you can come around. Okay, go. Okay, let it go. I'm wondering why the fans aren't RGBing up. And we don't have an RGB. It's giving us a DRAM light. Yeah, those fans aren't even moving. It's giving us a DRAM light. It's gonna go into the BIOS right there.
Press wire now.
Okay. I don't know why those fans aren't working. All right, we got Cinebench up. Cinebench, Cinebench, or Cinebench.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so we got Cinebench open. We're running R23. We're at a score of 28,931. We're only running at 87C. If you know anything about AMD 7000, it's supposed to basically hit 95C and peg there. Our core clocks right now are at 5,200 megahertz basically. I'm gonna let this run and we'll get back with the final score for it. It's looking good and we got the RGB working. Okay, it finished and we got a 28719, max temp of 89.5, which is crazy, so low. Okay, so now she's gonna go ahead, she's gonna get everything installed, all of her programs, all that stuff, and it's gonna get up. Now it's been a little bit since we've actually done this whole PC, and there have been some updates you will have seen. We did the 24-pin strimmer cable. We got the reverse blade fans in, so now it actually looks pretty. And we messed with some of the cable management, not black combs, but clear combs. But the build came out gorgeous. Like, it looks phenomenal and I'm so proud of how it came out. I didn't say this earlier in the video, but this is a graphic design illustration PC build with gaming as well. That's why we went with 64 gigs of RAM. That's why we went with a 12-core CPU. We really needed the power of the CPU and RAM because what she does is a lot of intensity when it comes to that kind of thing. So just wanted to give a little bit of context to why we are updating her PC, because she had 32 gigs of RAM. It wasn't enough with Chrome tabs and Illustrator and Photoshop and all that stuff up. Like, it takes up a lot of resources in the system. So thank you for staying to the end. If you did, please comment below what your thoughts on this PC are, what we could have done better, maybe some additions or upgrades that we want. She actually does want a monitor. So there's this little spot there on the computer where you can put a monitor. And if you have any recommendations on good monitors to go inside, please, please, please put them in the comments below. We really do need good monitor suggestions. If you want to buy any of the parts, all of the links will be in the description. They are as Amazon affiliate links. Doesn't cost you any more. It just gives us a small kickback and helps support this channel. So if you are wanting any parts, please do look at them in the book description below. With that, we hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. If you haven't, please subscribe and like the video and hit the notification bell to be notified when we post more videos. Our goal in 2025 is to actually get this channel up and running and post at least 1 to 2 videos a month. So please help support us by subscribing. Thank you so much.